Good afternoon. Welcome to this IMD. I'm Liam Olive, Democratic and Electoral Services Specialist. Making the decision today, we have Stephen Conway, Leader of the Council and Executive Member for Housing, Partnerships and the Local Plan, and Mark Ashwell, Executive Member for Economic Development, Sport, Leisure and the Arts. I'll pass over first to Matt Gould, Head of Network Management and Transport Planning, if he has anything you'd like to say.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just to highlight, this report is seeking your approval to fund parking for the two Christmas events in Woodley and in Wokingham. The money to support this would come from the UK Shared Prosperity Fund. It's worth noting that this is the second time we've done it. Last year we did it using a different fund. The ability for us to do it next year will be very dependent on whether there's any funding. So this will be subject to another decision if we have the funding next year. I just wanted to bring you to your attention that if we do implement this, if you give it a green light, the implementation will be via signs on street on all the machines. We will not be changing the machines. So just to highlight that if someone does choose to use the machine, they will still pay and they will not get any refund. But there will be signs on every machine saying that it's free, don't use them. So that's just to highlight that issue. Other than that, we're asking you to sign off the recommendation to proceed for this year only, using that fund identified. Thank you.
Thank you. Executive members, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Just a few words, really. Thank you very much, Matt, for the report. And clearly, this year we have some funding available. It would not be right for the cost of this to fall on the highways budget, and it does represent obviously a loss of revenue for highways of around £13,000 each time we do this. So it's important that the funding to cover it comes from another source, and that other source in this case is the UK Shared Prosperity Fund, which we could, I think, reasonably deploy on the basis that we would hope that these events will help underpin increased footfall for our town centres, Woodley and Wokingham. But looking ahead, we know that the grant will not be available from March 2025, and we are going to have to consider whether this is the most appropriate approach or whether there are better ways doing this. And I'm very keen that Mark is given the chance to work with business to see what they think is the best for them.
Thank you.
We've had two councillor comments on the scheme. One very supportive from a Woodley councillor, Carol Jewell, but one raising some really interesting points from Rachel Burgess, the leader of the Labour group. And I think we will have to reflect on Rachel's point. And I'm sure Mark will want to engage with businesses in both Woodley and Earley to see what they think the best way forward is.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Do you want to add anything on that, Mark?
Well, I'd like to say that this really does recognise the organisers of both events, and it makes it a lot less aggro on the day. And I think that amongst the economic prosperity part, because certainly it supports our traders, but the comment was, could they be supported at a different time of the year, potentially? So we'll take soundings and we'll enable business to lead in that context in any further initiative of this kind. But look, I welcome it. I think it's brilliant, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Right, so you're happy to sign the...
Yeah. So we've got two boxes here, one for each of us.
Executive member one use.
Thank you very much.
Which is more legible than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That decision is agreed, subject to the 5-day call-in period, and then the decision can be made official. Thank you very much.
Thank you.